Good evening, everyone, and welcome. Bonsoir tout le monde et bienvenue. Backed by popular demand, it's the AREG net. This is VA3CJZ opening the Amateur Radio Exchange Group, or AREG, for Wednesday, November 12th, 2025. My name is Chuck, and my station is located in Hamilton, Ontario, at the western tip of Lake Ontario. And we meet here every Wednesday between 8 and 10 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on 146.430 megahertz. And this net has been on the air once a week for 1,678 weeks. It is a simplex net, so not everyone will be able to hear everyone else. It's a great way to test the range of your antennas and radios and help you improve your station. And with that in mind, I stream this net on YouTube. That way people who tune in can hear how they sound on the air, see their signal strength, and of course, hear stations that they cannot hear on their radios. Just search for VA3CJZ or my new channel is at VA3CJZ880. Search for that in YouTube and look for us under the live button. Or tonight's title will be AREG Week 1678. And everyone with a valid license is welcome to join us here on this net and on YouTube, of course. And I'd like to congratulate all the newly licensed hams. Welcome to the hobby. Finally, I ask that you please leave at least a 1-second delay between transmissions to allow others to break in. With that, are there any one-and-done portable, mobile, or priority traffic stations that would like to check in? Please come now.
I made it.
All right. I believe I heard the call sign Victor Echo 3, Papa Delta Lima. Paul, come on in.
You did hear that, driver. Perfect hearing on your end there. Yeah, I'll probably be around longer. I just wanted to be the first smarty pants to key up, that's all. So, Chuck, I'll let you carry on, bud, and I'll do my thing. Thanks for picking me up, brother. And hello to all the people that are about to check in. V3PDL, back to net control.
All right, Paul, you are definitely the first smarty pants to check in. All right, Paul, I look forward to your banter. All right, then, let's open it up for everyone that's licensed. Please come now.
Oh, break the ice, Victor Echo 3 India, uniform kilowatt.
VA3 IMW, W.
All right, well, I heard two call signs there, but I think somebody doubled with Bill. So I heard India Uniform Kilowatt and India Mike Whiskey. Was there someone else? Please come now. All right, then, let's get the icebreaker in here. Victor Echo 3, India Uniform Kilowatt. Bill, come on in.
Yeah, good evening, Chuck. Good evening to everyone online. Yeah, not too much to report here. Terrible day if you like HF, though. I think around 5 o'clock, the A index was 132 and the K index was 7. The A index has dropped to 127, but the K index is still 4, so we had a Class G2 type storm. I just tuned around 40 meters, and I think I heard one station very weakly, so not a great day for HF, Chuck.
Yeah. I heard yesterday morning we had a big flare, and the aurora borealis last night apparently was all over the place. I have a friend that lives in Wyoming, and she posted some aurora borealis where she lives, and that's Wyoming is well south of us. So I'm sure there are a lot of Canadians that got to see it as well. And by the way, they were all red, the colors that I saw.
Yeah, I completely missed it, Chuck. I never even thought to be outside, but of course in this area, there's a lot of light pollution, so you wouldn't even be able to really appreciate it that much. But yeah, I don't think I've ever seen the K index or A index that high in a while. So I was just talking to a friend of mine in Belleville. He's into monitoring this, and when I told him it was 132, he went, "Say what?" So there you go. Anyways, Chuck, I don't know if I'll be here for the trivia or not. I woke up really early this morning, so if you don't hear from me, that means I'm an old man, and I fell asleep in my chair.
That's why I have my old man nap mid-afternoon. And yeah, but hey, I understand, Bill. When the eyelids get heavy, there's not much you can do. Well, thanks for checking in, Bill, and have sweet dreams. All right then. So we'll clear with Bill VE3IUK. Let's bring in Mac, and I'd like to say hello to Wade and Rick and Albert. VA3 Bravo Tango checking in from Barrie. Hope you're staying warm there on the work site, Albert. And all right, let's bring in VA3IMW.
Good evening, Chuck. Bonsoir to mes amis. It is a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Thankfully, what is it? +5, +6 degrees. Snow melting, yay, big thumbs up here. Great trip up and down the highway today. It was like, might have been a Saturday. What else? Looking forward to hearing what comes out of 21st Street and wherever, well, I guess 21st, 22nd, whatever that is. Yeah, good to hear Paul on the air. Let's see, what else? I'm here for the duration, and did you know, Chuck, that deadbolts don't last forever?
Deadbolts, really? How come?
Well, they have little tiny mechanisms that allow the bolt to flick back and forth, and these little itty-bitty pieces eventually succumb to wear and tear and all kinds of stuff. In the past month, I've had to replace both my back door and my front door deadbolt locks. Yeah, and it's what I just finished up doing on the front door as the net was starting. So thankfully, the tools got a little bit of work out, and now the house is secure once again. But I guess it's better to have it break when the door is unlocked than it's when it's locked.
Yeah.
Anyways, yes, they don't last forever, and that's kind of sad. And I also learned that they never break during balmy, warm weather. They always happen to fail when it's blustery, windy, and cool. So it's kind of like the worst day that something could break down on your car, right? The same thing applies. Anyways, like I say, we're back and safe and sound, all secure, and we can lock our locks and unlock our locks, and I'm not sure what the next shoe to drop is, but I guess we'll just have to get prepared for whatever life gives us. Anyways, Charles, good to hear you and Bill and Paul and whoever else is about to check in. For those about to check in, we salute you.
Matt, that's 23rd, by the way, and hello.
Ah, you moved. Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking back to the days when that neighborhood was my haunt, right? grew up at 24th and Brucedale. Spent the first uh, several years of my life in that household. So I can remember traversing back and forth to J.L. Armstrong for grade 6 and 7, and going down and visiting the shopping store, the Italian one. I'm not even sure what it was called now, Di Pietro's or something like that. A lot of trips down to the public library, and had friends that lived in those neighborhoods as well. So 21st, 2nd, 3rd, yep, all good. Yep, and yep, I'm not going to time out anybody's patience. Back to you, Chuck.
All right. Well, thanks for the correction, Paul. 23rd, not 24th. And yeah, I got to move a lot as a kid, so I had a few homes growing up. But it wasn't until a little bit later, at the end of at the end of my teens, before I moved here. So, all right, there, Mac. Well, thank you for that, and I look forward to your participation throughout the net as always. And thanks for your check-in. With that, let's open up a new list and see who else is out there that would like to check in to the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. Please come now.
CA3OYL.
Oh,
A3MCA.
All right. We have some power tonight. I heard VA3OYL, and someone else was trying to come in with Debbie. Who was that? All right, so I've got VA3OYL and VA3NCA. Anyone else?
V3 BNW.
All right, another whiskey. VE3BNW. Very good then. So let's bring in Debbie. Our long-lost amateur radio comrade has come back. Debbie, come on in.
Yes, I think I had the bigger mouth there, and I got over whoever I walked over. Anyway, it's good to be back. My time schedule is freeing up a little bit, so I'm able to do a little bit of radio, which is nice. I still have lots of leaves in the backyard to clean up and lots of leaves to still fall, so I'll have some work ahead of me in the next couple of days.
Oh, I know. I saw the mess there. We have a neighbor about about four or five houses down there, and he's the culprit for everyone getting leaves on their grass. And of course, no one got a chance to pick any of it up. So I think at the very least they should make sure that their driveways are going to be clear of that, because once you start mixing in snow and ice and leaves are slippery on car tires there. It's kind of like the the big paint strip there at the stop sign. Some people, they put their tires right on there when they stop, and then when they take off, tires spin. So, same thing with the leaves there. So, yeah, I'm going to procrastinate, Debbie, and hope for one of my neighbors to rake any of our leaves. But they're calling for rain off and on for the next week, it looks like.
Yeah, that's too bad. Well, maybe your leaves will dry out and then a big wind will come and blow them out of your yard or driveway or whatever.
Yeah. Always positive thinking, Debbie. Work smart, not hard.
Yeah, Well, I must say I used a leaf blower, and there are a lot of leaves. Like if I was to bag them all, there'd be like, I don't know, 40 bags. But I bag some of them, but then there's a ravine behind my house, so they sort of get blown into the ravine by accident.
Oh, yeah. My wife and I were commenting that we should start a business for Christmas time. And we have a pine tree in the neighbor's backyard, but I mean, hundreds and hundreds of pine cones fall on our side, and we've got a whole whack of them. My wife was saying we should get some paint and spray a little bit of white paint on the pine cones and sell them like they do at the dollar store.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, a lot of people put them on wreaths and on greenery for centerpieces and stuff. There you go, a little business for you to pay for your radio equipment.
Yeah, yeah, I got to think of something. I know a lot more people now are going through the trash on garbage night. Tonight is garbage night over here, and there's a lot of people out at night looking through other people's garbage there. So our neighborhood is not the high-end neighborhood that you would expect, people to throw out good stuff, but you never know. Um, you got to go to Burlington or Dundas or Ancaster. That's where all the good garbage is. Anyhow, Debbie, thank you so much for checking in with me. I hope you can stick around a little bit.
I'm going to try and listen along and see what kind of trouble everyone's going to get into.
You're not referring to me, are you?
Yes, of course I am.
Thanks, Deb. Love you too, hon. Good to hear you in there. V3PDO.
Gotta spread the love.
Absolutely.
All right, very good then. Okay, Deb, I think you posted on Facebook a little while ago there. I think I saw um, um, a post from you there. I think you had posted something. It's been a little while, though.
Yeah, I don't remember what that was. Oh well. I'll have to look back.
Yep, absolutely. All right, Deb, thanks. And we'll clear with VA3OYL. And before I pick up the next check in, I just want to mention that Tom, VE3MQ, has a tower and beam free for the taking. He tried to sell the beam, but the guy just took the rotor or the rotator and just tied off the beam. It's a Mosley tri-band, and it's ready to be lowered down and taken away free of charge. But you got to do the work. And same thing goes for the tower, I do believe. So if you want to get a hold of Tom, he's down by the Strath Barton area. Um, I'm sure his email is good on QRZ. And so with that, let's pick up Wade, VA3NCA.
VA3CJZ, VA3NCA. Good evening, Chuck, and good evening, everybody on net tonight. You're coming through really nice and strong. Good signals tonight. Everybody who I normally receive anyways is S9 plus. Good to hear from Deb there, and you are like 10 over here. Mac and you as well. Those are the ones I can hear anyways without switching the other ear to the YouTube channel. Yeah, not much going on. It's been a busy couple of weeks. We're finalizing the floor plan layout for the computer room renovations we're doing. So we have 2 rooms to renovate, new UPSs, new cooling, and a new layout of the IT cabinet. So yeah, it's been taking up a lot of time, but it keeps me fed. So I guess that's a good thing about about all that. Anyways, not much else to say. Haven't had much radio, but I hear I'm not missing out too much with the bands. There were a lot of photos in various Discords being posted on that wild aurora that's happening. It was overcast for me yesterday, for us, I guess, yesterday, so I really didn't see much. But and as you said earlier, a little bit of light pollution probably isn't helping, or maybe that was Bill. Somebody said earlier. So maybe before it's over, we'll get a light show. Other than that, I'm going to be listening along for sure for the duration, and I'll send it back there, Chuck, VA3NCA. Back to you.
All right, very good there, Wade. You know, at first I thought you were talking about your own personal home there, but when you started saying IT cabinets, I kind of figured it out.
Yeah, if I was to do this at home, I wouldn't need a furnace. Yeah, it's the work. It's the computer rooms at work. We got two of them. Well, there's actually at the university there's a lot more than two, but there's two that my department's responsible for. And it's about that time. They need new UPSs, so one room's getting a pair of 150 kilowatt UPSs with lithium-ion batteries, and I don't think they'll POTA very well, but the other one's getting a pair of 80s. It's a smaller room. So, yeah, so we're dealing right now with figuring out how to replace a lot of the core infrastructure while the computers keep running, which is going to be a little bit like changing out the engine of a plane while it's in flight, but we'll see how close we get to avoiding oopsies.
Yeah, absolutely. And hey, you never know. There probably are guys that have servers in a chilled room in their basement there. I wouldn't put it past them. So yeah. All right. Well, like you said, you know, it puts bread on the table, and that's what matters. Anyhow, Wade, do you have anything else?
No, I'll just be listening along and interested in what comes up, and also this day and oh wow, my brain's a little fried. The quiz, the trivia stuff. Yeah, that's it. Looking forward to that. I'll be listening along. Thanks as always for doing it there, Chuck. VA3CJZ, VA3NCA. Back to you.
Comment V3IUK.
Okay, thanks, Wade. Go ahead, IUK.
No, I can't help this. All this talk about chilling servers down and cooling reminds me of the joke. What did the computer programmer say when he found his hard disk in the freezer?
What?
Now is the winter of our disk content.
Oh my God. Oh, Bill, you're funny. All right, thank you for that, Bill. We always welcome dad jokes. Okay, so let's bring in Bill, I think is next. VE3BNW. Come on in, Bill.
Good evening to all that can hear me. I'm running 5 watts here. I changed radios this week. I had a little small one. Now I'm running my DMR radio, but still I put on 5 watts on analog. But anyways, I'll throw another bee in the pot there for you. Not doing much here now. Just got my grandson here in the man cave / shack, and just listen to the guys on the net. Back to you, VE3BNW.
All right, Bill, very good. Well, you know, it comes in handy when you live in my neighborhood. So you're not too far away from me, and you're full strength here on the handy talkie. And of course, those who can't hear you should go to YouTube and check into our live feed there. Just type in VA3CJZ and look under the live button there, and you can listen to all the stations that you can't hear on your radio, as well as jump into the chat and say hi. Anyhow, Bill, well, thank you very much. Well, enjoy your grandson, right?
Yep, he's my little buddy here, so we're doing great. He's in I got a little corner of the shack here for him, just for him as a little computer, so he's good with that. Yeah, I got the YouTube on in the background too, so if I'm not near the radio, I can still hear it. And there seems to be a bit of a delay, maybe sounds like about maybe 20-second delay so far, but I can carry on.
Yes. The hill on the West Mountain.
I'm sorry I stepped on you partially there, Mac. What was that?
Bill's S9 up here, up on the West Mountain here. Good job.
Oh, there you go, Bill. West Mountain can hear you.
Oh, very good, thanks. Yeah, I was just trying a disc cone. I got up maybe 25 feet off the ground. I did have a tower a couple of years ago until the wind decided it wanted it better than me, so I took it down. So I may put something up in the shack here, put a rooftop or something up there to put an antenna. But that's good. West Mountain S9, that's good. I can hear him as well. He's just breaking the squelch here, but maybe S2, so it's working well. Back to you, the E3 BMW.
Okay, very good. And by the way, that was Mac, and his call is VA3 India Mike Whiskey. So thanks for that report there, Mac, and thank you for your check-in there, Bill. And listen along there. It's going to get interesting, I think, coming up shortly. So with that, that clears my list. Let's see who else is out there would like to check into the AREG net. Please come now.
Victor Alpha 3, Mike Hotel Victor.
Victor Echo 3, Sierra Mike November.
All right, two more there. Mike Hotel Victor and Sierra Mike November. Let's bring in Mark. I think I typed in your call wrong there. Is it Victor Echo or Victor Alpha?
That would be Victor Alpha there, Chuck. Good evening, Chuck, and everybody on net, as well as the stream. Not much going on for me lately, my friend. Kind of an intermittent work schedule, so worked the weekend, home Monday, then had to go to Toronto, back in yesterday. Home today, which I thought I'd do some radio, but yeah, with all these solar storms, we all know what the conditions are like, and they're not great. So I've been passing my time with the little, the 2-meter, 70-centimeter little rig I got here that I'm on now. It amuses you. I got lots of repeaters in there, so I can scan around and see how far away I can hear. It's just passing my time with that. That's about all I got tonight, Chuck. I'll be listening along for the duration and join the trivia and all the rest of it. I'll turn it back to you, BA3MHV.
All right, Mark. I was just curious. Do you have a radio that has the air bands? That's from like I think 118 and up. The like the airport is 125.0. Can you pick up the airport?
Funny you should ask. This one will not. This is 2-meter, 70-centimeter only. But tonight I got out my remember the old Radio Shack? I got a realistic scanner. And it goes right from 6-meter right on up to the high UHF, VHF. So I can scan those. I got him out tonight and was programming them and putting some upper-lower limit searches in it. So I can listen, but I couldn't transmit. We're not supposed to anyway, but not in the air bands. Yeah, I have that one only. Back to you.
Oh, hey, nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's yeah, you shouldn't be transmitting. That's for sure. I don't think a pilot or an air traffic controller wants to hear other transmissions that are not related to air travel. So yeah. I don't think your radio can transmit on them. Most of them that have airband, I doubt you could transmit on them, but you never know. Probably some people have the capability, but in general, yeah, the radios come built with a feature that blocks the transmit capability. But yeah, I listen to WestJet, Porter Air, and all those other guys there. I don't hear them as loud as I'd like to, but like air traffic control there at Monroe Airport. I don't pick them up all the time. They're very, very weak. But I do catch the planes, when they tell you what their altitude is and all that. Pretty neat. So yeah, there's lots to do. Even when the HF bands aren't active, there are many different things to do with amateur radios. So it's all about testing and checking out what you can do. All right, Mark. Well, thanks for checking in. I do appreciate it, sir. Do you have anything else?
Absolutely, Chuck. Yeah, I worked up there at Glanford as a ramp rat for a decade or more. So,
Oh.
yeah, I agree. That's a monitor-only situation, of course. But yeah, it's interesting. No, that's all I have, Chuck. I'll turn it back to you, and you can pick up whoever else is out there. I'll be listening along for the duration. Victor Alpha 3, Mike Hotel Victor, back to net control.
Contact VA3IMW.
Go ahead, contact.
I'm awestruck. So, Mark, as a matter of fact, between 1987 and 1990, I worked as a ramp rat for Peninsula Air Services. Wondering what time frame you were up there.
I believe I knew that, Mac, or part of it anyway. I'd heard that mentioned somewhere along the way here. I was 87 to the early 2000s, just down the ramp at Glanford. I started as a ramp rat, worked my way to hangar maintenance eventually, and I was helping Randy Shelley. You probably ran into him. Just maintained the hangar at the time I left to join the operators union and work for the big money where you sit home half the year. So anyway, that's all in the past now. I've changed careers so many times, I feel like a chameleon. But yeah, it was about 87 to early 2000s, about 13 years, Mac.
Took you that long to figure out there's no money in civil aviation. Anyways, okay. I wonder if we've crossed paths. We must have. 'Cause there was some dynamite parties at the CWH when they hosted the air show, and the guys would fly in from all over the place with both the American and the Canadian Air Forces, and they had a big beer garden going on there. So those were great weekends. Anyways, I won't tie it up any further. Maybe we can share some more reminiscent as time goes on. I'll turn it back to you, Chuck. Thanks for letting me break in.
All right, not a problem, Mac. And Mark, thank you. And so, where am I now? Okay, I do have one more. Yes, Matt. We have to say hi to Matt, VE3 Sierra Mike November.
Thanks, Chuck. Good evening, all on net. Chuck, it's a pleasure and an honor to be here as usual. I'm looking forward to this since earlier today and probably before that. And I also spent some time on the ramp at the Hamilton Airport. A friend of mine worked for Marsh Brothers Aviation, probably around kind of the same time you guys are talking about. And I used to go up there on the weekends and do some volunteer work and help him out with whatever he had to do, fueling and moving planes around and stuff like that. And that was a fun highlight in my life, I guess you could say. It was a lot of fun. And one other thing is Tom's antenna. I did talk to Tom a while back. I haven't heard anything. But I offered to transport the tower and probably or possibly the antenna also. I'd imagine the antenna would have to come apart, but the tower itself, I can help there with getting that from A to B, because sometimes transporting something that tall can be a challenge, so I'm willing to help out there. Back to you, Chuck.
Okay. So, did you offer to take the antenna and tower down as well, or what?
That's not really my forte. if I climbed up on the roof, I'd probably be scared of either falling off of it or maybe falling through it. So I tend to keep my feet on the ground. But if I can help take it down, I certainly will, just to, maybe provide a little bit of muscle, but really what I was going to help with was moving it around.
Okay, very good then. I know Tom mentioned that if anybody wants the Mosley, I think it's Tango Alpha 33 tri-band antenna, does 10, 15, and 20 meters. He said if anyone wants it, all they got to do is come and get it. It's actually not attached to anything. It's just tied off. And of course, he's going to need help with the tower coming down. So, but whoever wants it can have it. They just got to come get it. So if anybody wants any more information, look up Tom and send him an email or just call him if you have his number. Anyhow, Matt, well, thank you so much for that. I do appreciate it, sir. Anything else to add?
No, that was all really. If anyone needs to get a hold of me, I believe Tom should have my phone number and email address, and it's also my email's on the QRZ, Victor Echo 3, Sierra Mike November, and we can go from there. I'm looking forward to the rest of the net, Chuck, and I'll let you move on to the next one. Have a good one.
All right, Matt. Great signal and audio as always. Thanks for your check-in. Anyone else out there wishing to check into the Amateur Radio Exchange Group net, please come now.
VE3, Kilo, Mike, Quebec.
Victor Echo 3, Lima, Bravo, India.
All right, two more there. And for some reason, my fingers could not find the right keys on the keyboard, but we'll get there. Kilo Mike Quebec and Lima Bravo India. So let's bring in Mike, VE3KMQ.
Yeah, thanks, Chuck. Good to talk to you again twice in 1 week. I think that's probably a record for me.
Yeah.
Anyway, I hope you're doing well, and everybody else on the net this evening, same thing. Not an awful lot going on with me. I've been playing around with external speakers, small external speakers for my Yaesu FDM 400 that I'm on. And the one I've had for, probably a couple years now has been pretty good. It's an old one. I don't even know what make it is, brand it is, but it's a heavy little beast. It's got a very large magnet in the back, or on the speaker, I should say, but looking at it in the back. And the audio's been very good. The only problem is the beep, and I do like to have the beep set to on, if you will. When you switch in memories to the different repeaters. But the problem is it's way too loud. And so I thought I'd play around with some other speakers and see what I could come up with. Fortunately, a couple guys in the club gave me a couple of speakers to have. Problem is the audio quality is not quite what it should be. But guess what? The beep level is down. So I guess it's a case of what do I want most. So that's what I'm playing around with the last couple days there, Chuck. And with that, back to you, V3KMQ.
All right, Mike. Well, can't you control the loudness of the beep?
Well, yes, there is a setting in the radio to do that. I'm trying to remember whether it's either, I think there is a level control, a two-stage or two-step level, and I've got it on the lowest level, and so that doesn't seem to be much of a help there, Chuck.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, personally, actually, my Yaesu here, the Yaesu 857, not the D version, but just the 857, it has two external speaker ports, one in the faceplate, the removable faceplate, and one at the back of the radio. So I've got a surround sound speaker in one of them, and in the faceplate one, I use a sound card, which brings it into my computer and then out to my desktop speakers, and they're good quality speakers, so I'm pretty happy with that. So just an option if you wanted to bring the sound into your computer. They have external sound cards now for $10 to $15 that are really good quality.
Okay, well, that's good to know. That's something I hadn't really pursued. Just thought of the old tried and true stick the plug into the back of the radio and away you go. But yeah, I'll have to look into that, Chuck. Thanks for that recommendation. Sound card sounds like it's fairly reasonable in cost, and I'll have to look into that. Anyway, thank you for doing the net. I am checking in a little late this evening. I was on another net, the Peel region, which I don't check into very often, but I thought I'd do that this evening. So hence I'm a little bit towards the middle, I guess it is. Anyway, thanks for picking me up, and we'll look for you next time there, Chuck. VE3KMQ.
Okay, Mike, you're true to your words. You did say you would stop in and say hi, and here you are. So thank you for that. And if you're shopping online at Amazon, look up the brand Sabrent. That's Sierra Alpha Bravo Romeo Echo November Tango. Sabrent makes really good sound cards. As far as I'm concerned, they're pretty popular too. They look like they sell quite a bit of them. So check that out and let me know next time if you decided to try it out. Thanks again, Mike. And so we'll clear with VE3KMQ and bring in Larry, VE3LBI.
Good evening, Chuck, and everybody on the net tonight. Bands obviously suck. They're terrible. I don't even think there's any POTA stations on there right now that bad. I did note, though, I went to QRZ today to fix up a couple of records, and they have their 12 Days of Christmas started already.
Oh, yeah. Oh, geez, that means we should have the Santa Claus parade happening anytime.
Yeah, apparently it is going to be happening up here on the mountain again. I forget the date. We actually drove by the sign today. We were going down to pick up Nolan. I forget where the area was 100% now. I believe it was on Wentworth. I think it's, you know what, I don't remember reading what the sign exactly said or the date on it. The wife kind of caught
Let's
it.
check out.
So I'm not sure exactly what the date will be for it,
The CN
but I'm sure it'll be well advertised.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I know we usually have our Christmas parade way early. But hey, they got to make the rounds, I guess, right? They go to various cities. Same thing with the Canada holiday train. I think it's the CN holiday train there. They deck it all out with lights and everything, and they go through all the cities there. That's pretty neat. I like that.
Yeah, I've never had the opportunity to actually see the train. I've seen a couple of pictures of it. I believe they run it down past Gage Park down that way, I think, along the tracks there.
Oh, yeah. I'm not sure when they're coming here, but I thought I saw them say November something, late November. So, yeah, we'll have to keep our ears and eyes open to see when that comes through here. I wouldn't mind checking that out. Anyways, Larry, yeah, it is what it is with the band conditions there. So, I would say it's going to be like that right into the weekend. So it was probably, from what I understand, a pretty big flare. So you just got to make do and wait it out. Anything else, Larry?
No, I just checked on the boys here heading home. They're up at White River, so they got a little bit more traveling yet. I don't know if they're going to try to come in tonight or spend the night up there, and then they'll come down into Hamilton. It'll be home, so they should be home either, well, I would imagine sometime tomorrow, unless they decide to drive through, but that's quite a bit of a drive still. Other than that, nope, nothing really else to report. I'm glad to see some of the white stuff is gone, get a little bit of warmer temperatures, so most of it's melted in our backyard and almost completely disappeared.
Oh yeah, we're looking at 6 degrees right now, so it's going to be snow for the next week or so. Anyways, I don't see any precipitation happening. You know, the Garnett should have thought about giving John a call when he went through Thunder Bay. So John VE3JSU, the founder of the AREG, of course. And yeah, I just thought of that now.
That's right, too. John's moved, right? He's in the Thunder Bay now. He moved from Manitowoc in the Thunder Bay. That's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, you know, after waiting for so many years to get his own place, he just couldn't find one in Manitowoc. So he decided to finally make the move to Thunder Bay, and he's got his own pad now. And I don't think his landlord lives above him like the he used to have here in Hamilton. So hopefully everything works out for him.
Yeah, that'd be great. Anyways, okay, Chuck, I'm going to listen along here, see if there's anybody else behind me. If not, I guess you'll pick up the trivia stuff. So, all right, thanks for doing it, the E3LBI.
All right, and here I was waiting for the repeater tail to drop. Okay, very good, Larry. So we'll clear with VE3 Lima Bravo India. And let's see who else is out there listening and would like to check in to the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. Please come now.
Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Oscar Foxtrot.
And there's Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Oscar Foxtrot. Damien, long time no hear. Come on in, Damien.
Yeah, Chuck, thanks for running the net. Yeah, I keep forgetting which night it's on and normally forget about it. But yeah, just on my drive back from Grimsby tonight, so about to hit Burlington Street, so thought I'd just check in over.
Absolutely. That's you got a great signal coming in there. Of course, it's fluttering a little, but it's to be expected in the city. And yeah, well, thanks, Damien, for checking in. I hope everything is well with you and the family, sir. And thanks again for checking in.
Okay, 73, I'll listen for a bit longer, over.
Roger, roger. Okay, so let's see now. Anyone else out there wishing to check in to the Amateur Radio Exchange Group, please come now. All right, let's jump over to the contests coming up this weekend. And there's a few of them, but, well, here we go. First off, we've got the Ham Spirit contest, and that's for CW and sideband, and it's worldwide. It starts at 10 meters, 15, 20, 40, 80, and 160. And that starts at 0700 Zulu, November 15th, to 0700 Zulu, November 16th. And for those who have 160 meter, there's the all Austrian 160 meter contest. That's a short one, only on for I think 6 hours or maybe 8 hours. And then there's another one called the REF 160 meter. And then we jump into the CW contest for the South American Integration Contest. So that's for CW for 10 meters, 15, 40, and 80. But, sorry about that, it's only for South America. And there's the Feld Hell sprint, and that's for 6 meters, 10, 15, 20, 40, 80, and 160. The Feld Hell. The RSGB 1.8 megahertz contest. That's only on for a few hours. And then we have the ARRL sweepstakes contest for sideband. Now, that's for 10 meters, 15, 20, 40, 80, and 160. And that's for sideband and for the United States and Canada. Participation as well, U.S. and Canada only. Now, I don't like the exchange that you have to give here. There's a lot of stuff you got to give. Of course, the serial number, which is the contact, if he's number 1 or number 50 or 100. And then the precedence, which is basically your class. And then you got to give your call sign. And then the ARRL rack section. And then a check. So there's a lot. I wasn't impressed with all that. I'm going to have to listen once the contest, if the conditions are good enough this weekend, and see what that's all about. There's way too much information you got to give in an exchange, and that usually discourages me. And then finally we have the Fists Sunday Sprint for CW, 10 meters, 15, 20, 40, and 80. That's a 24-hour contest from Saturday at 7 till Sunday at 7. And that's pretty much it. There are a few more tiny contests. If you want more information, open up your web browser, type in contestcalendar.com. Now, with that, are there any check-ins or anyone who would like to make an announcement that they have? By all means, please come forward. All right, nothing heard. So let's zip on down to some, let's see, what are we going to do here? Some trivia? Actually, yeah, I like this one. We'll start with this one, but no, here, I like this one better. Food made only in Canada. Okay, let me bring up the YouTube stream here so I can have both pages up at the same time. All right, so I already gave it away. It's food made only in Canada. Does anybody know of any of these Canadian-only foods? Please come now or type into the YouTube stream. Anything come to mind?
Red River cereal.
Never heard of it, Bill. Please tell us about it.
Yeah, it's a hot breakfast cereal called Red River. I'm surprised you haven't heard of it. It's a type of grain cereal that you have in the wintertime.
All right. Well, that's not on my list, so very good then. Thanks, Bill. I see a few people on YouTube, Matt and Wade, have both put their 2 cents in. Beaver tail, ketchup chips, poutine, French's ketchup. Yeah, that's right. That's right. All right, so we won't spend too much time on it here, but let me read off what I have. Popular foods and snacks made only in Canada include poutine, butter tarts. Ah, didn't know that, eh? Nanaimo bars and beaver tails. And Montreal-style smoked meat. Other uniquely Canadian items are ketchup chips, coffee crisp chocolate bars, and maple syrup products. All right, so we have poutine, which is French fries topped with cheese curds and smothered in brown gravy, and it originated in Quebec and is considered a national dish. Yeah, that's right, Matt. Butter tarts. Oh, and that's right, Wade. Smarties. The M&M's equivalent is made here in Canada. That's not on my list. Thanks for that, Wade. So next we have bannock. Now, bannock is a versatile, quick bread that is a popular indigenous food adopted by settlers. That's us. Next, Montreal style smoked meat. And it's a salty, smoky brisket sandwich, often served on rye with mustard. Oh, and don't forget the pickle.
Don't forget pemmican.
The who, what?
Pemmican.
All right, what's that? I don't know.
First Nations dried meat.
Oh, never heard of that. Interesting. You know what else is very Canadian, especially at this time of year, is the tourtière. It's a French-Canadian meat pie. Now, I think the secret is you have to add ground pork with ground beef. That's the secret to the tourtière. And then we have pea meal bacon, which is a Toronto specialty of back bacon rolled in cornmeal. Let's go to sweets and desserts. Nanaimo bars, a no-bake dessert bar with 3 layers, a crumb base, a custard icing, and a chocolate ganache. I love those things. I think my blood sugars just went up.
Comment?
Go ahead, Bill.
Yeah, well, you see, the Americans, they like to think they invented the Nanaimo bar because they have something similar, but it's called the New York Square, but it's basically the same thing.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. Well, yeah, it's same thing with the Smartie and the M&Ms, right?
Yeah, correct.
Alrighty, thanks for that, Bill. And let's go back here. Butter tarts. Oh my gosh, speaking of blood sugars going up. It's a small pastry with a sweet, buttery filling. In the States, they call them butter pecan pies. And of course, beaver tails, fried dough pastries, not actually from a beaver, that are flattened and topped with sweet things like cinnamon sugar. And then there's ketchup chips, a popular flavor of potato chips that is a Canadian staple. Speaking of chips, all dressed chips is a Canadian specific flavor that combines a variety of tastes like salt, vinegar, ketchup, and onion, all mixed into one, I guess. So, yeah. Yeah, and Lay's potato chips are made in Canada, but they belong to an American chip company. Go figure. Lay's potato chips are made with Canadian potatoes.
VE3IUK.
VE3IUK.
Yeah, I was right. I just looked up this Red River cereal. It's a hot cereal, 7-grain cereal, which is made in Canada. And I could tell you a quick story about that. We used to have friends of ours that came from Arizona, and they fell in love with this Red River cereal, and they went back home and they realized they couldn't get it in Canada, only in Canada, so whenever they came up, they used to take loads of boxes back with them of this Red River cereal.
bootleg cereal.
Yep, pretty much.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. Okay, Bill, thanks. Now, who here has heard of Hawkins Cheesies? Does anybody know what the Hawkins Cheesies are?
Yeah, they're a hard cheese snack. I think are they not made somewhere in eastern Ontario, up at Belleville Way or something?
I'm not sure, but I don't think I've ever heard of that brand. It says here it's a popular cheese-flavored puff snack, so it's a puffy one.
Yeah, they're hard as opposed to soft. I've seen them sometimes in Shoppers Drug Mart. Sometimes I see them at Giant Tiger. They're very good.
All right. Okay, then. I'll have to look for that when I'm in the snack aisle next time, see if they have them. All right, now, who here knew that the Caesar cocktail is Canadian? Often called Canada's national cocktail, the Caesar was invented in Calgary in 1969 by bartender Walter Chell. It obviously says it's a zesty drink made with vodka, clamato, Worcestershire sauce, spices, typically served with a celery stalk and a salted rim. Ooh, I think I want one now. All right, the Donair. Can't forget about the Donair. That's a Nova Scotian twist on the traditional gyro or gyro, how the Greeks say it. The Halifax Donair features spiced ground beef served on a Lebanese-style pita with onions, tomatoes, and a distinctive tangy sweet sauce made from condensed milk, vinegar, and garlic powder. The Nova Scotian Donair. All right, and finally we end with the my favorite, because it has the word bacon in it. The pea meal bacon sandwich. Pea meal bacon is a type of back bacon made from lean boneless pork loin, trimmed, cured, and rolled into cornmeal. It was created in Toronto, and the sandwich is famous at the St. Lawrence Market. Ah, very good, very good. I've never tried one from the St. Lawrence Market. I've had them in Montreal, actually, in a deli, and in Ottawa. They had a place in Ottawa that had the greatest smoked meat. That's what it was, smoked meat on rye. I'm getting them mixed up now. I'm getting hungry. All right, so enough of that. Let's see. Who else is out there would like to check into the Amateur Radio Exchange Group? Please come now.
V3 Bravo Kilowatt.
There he is, lurking in the shadows. VE3 Bravo Kilowatt. Rick, come on in.
Hey, good evening to everybody on frequency. I've been listening all along. And, yeah, anyway, Tom phoned me too. That's a Mosley TA33 Senior, which the Senior is a little more heavy duty. So that's what he's got now. The tower is a Delhi, so free for the taking down. And if anybody wants his phone number, I got it here. I'm sure he wouldn't mind. So that's one thing. And contesting. Yeah, you were listing off all the frequencies. 10, 15, 20, 40, 80, 160. Those are the 6 bands that are used the most for contesting. And the work bands are only for rag chewing or whatever, making contacts. They're not used for contesting. That's a comment I was going to make. And always good to hear Mac in there. Whiskey is good. He checks in on Monday nights. The bands were flat on Monday night too. And somebody made a comment that usually the VHF, UHF is more prominent, 6 meters too, when HF bands are bad. So that might be something to look at because there's funneling and things like that goes on with 2 meters and that. That's about the only thing I got there, Chuck, right at the moment that I can think of. So anyway, so carry on. Yeah, enjoy that. I was thinking about watermelon pickles. Now, watermelon pickles, a lot of people have never even heard of them. And I know that some of that stuff you can buy at Fortino's. Also zucchini relish. Now, I don't know whether that's sold in the States or not, but that's hard to come by too locally. So there's 2 food items that I was thinking about there. VA3 CJZ, V3BK.
Oh, yes. Homemade relish, Rick. I love looking in the grocery store. Sometimes they have very unique relishes out there now. But, geez, when I was younger, my relatives all made their own relish there. And, man, was it good. I like the one that has the corn in it, too. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yep, I've had that too. I don't know what it's called. What's it called?
Yeah, I don't either. But yeah, it's got the red pepper and corn, and of course the regular relish in there. But yeah, you're making me hungry, Rick.
V3IUK.
Oh, I hear VE3IUK. Go ahead, Bill.
Yeah, just quickly, yes, my grandmother used to make corn relish, and she used to also pickle watermelon for Rick. So yes, fondly remember that. All the stuff that used to get pickled and relishes that my grandmother made. Green bean mustard pickles was another one. Green beans from the garden pickled in a mustard sauce. They were delicious. Anyway, back to you, Chuck.
Yeah, okay, very good. And I see Matt here commented on YouTube. Hamburger relish is the one with the corn in it.
Yeah, I think it's only called corn relish.
Yeah, it might be. It might be called corn relish, but yeah, I like different kinds of relish there. It's good. It's good to experiment. All right, Rick, anything else? Do you have any announcements?
Oh, just about Tom's Tower. He phoned here too. And yeah, that's unfortunate. The guy didn't want the whole thing. But that's the way it goes. So that'd be a good tower and antenna. The TA33 Senior is a well-known antenna and works really well. We had one out of the contest site, and it's a performer. So that'd be a good one to get if anybody wants it. And again, you already told them where Tom is. You can look on QRZ V3MQ, or and I think his email's on there too.
Yeah, that's a shame. The guy, while he was up there, couldn't rope down that antenna there. But yeah, so if anybody's interested, it's a Mosley TA33 Senior. Look it up. I thought it was only a tri-band there, Rick, but it does what bands?
Yeah, this is a tri-band. This is a tri-band. That's the antenna. If you look at it, it's very easy to put it up backwards.
Okay, yeah. It's so 10, 15, and 20 meters. And it works well. There's nothing wrong with it. Tom has been using it, and yeah, but not anymore. So, okay, yeah, get a hold of Tom. VE3MQ, or one of us, and we can put you in contact with them. And you can go and pick that up for free. All right, while I'm at it, is there anyone listening that would like to check in to the Amateur Radio Exchange Group? This is VA3CJZ here in Hamilton. Okay, moving on. Let me go back to some actual trivia here. And let's start off with an easy one. Which country drinks the most coffee per capita? I think we've gone through these, but some of them are interesting. I have to do them again. So what country drinks the most coffee per capita? And Mark and Wade, this is for you. You'll probably have to wait 20 seconds to hear it. But anyways, the answer is Finland. Finland drinks the most coffee per capita. All right, for you martini drinkers and you James Bond fans, how many measures of Gordon's gin are in a Vesper martini, which is the James Bond martini? How many measures of Gordon's gin? Mark, this is for you. Congratulations. It is three measures of Gordon's gin in a James Bond martini. All right, cacio e pepe is a staple of what Italian city's cuisine? So, which Italian city has the cacio e pepe? That's in Italy somewhere, right? Take a guess. Wait, that's for you. And Mark, that's for you. And the answer is Rome. Rome is the staple of the cuisine in cacio e pepe is the staple food in Rome. All right, where's Huey? Where did sushi originate? Come on, Huey. Where did sushi originate? That's correct, Wade. It is Japan. Japan is where sushi originated. What is a Beaujolais? What is a Beaujolais? The answer is a type of red wine. Beaujolais is a red wine. Which of the following sauces is not traditionally vegan? Hoisin sauce, Worcestershire sauce, mustard sauce, or wasabi? Which one of these is not traditionally vegan?
Worcestershire sauce.
That is absolutely correct. It is Worcestershire sauce.
Yeah, because I think Worcestershire sauce has anchovies in it.
Yeah, it's made with rotted fish.
That's right. I used to make that stuff at E.D. Smith. Did you know they have to pickle that stuff for years in the basement? All right, what's the world's best-selling stout beer?
Love stout. Guinness. Guinness.
Takes a half an hour to pour it, but it's worth the wait.
To pour it correctly, yes. It is Guinness. And I believe, I just noticed now, but I think Noel has just joined us, and he got that right. Very good. And what meat is used in a shepherd's pie? Traditionally, what meat is used in a shepherd's pie?
That is lamb. That's totally traditional, but can also be goat or any fare from roadkill to anything down the stream.
Yes. Okay. Thank you for that, Mac. And you got that right. Wade, Mark, and Matt also all got that right. Very good. I know the French people here in Canada, the French people have their own shepherd's pie. I grew up eating that like on the regular, so it's a traditional French dish here.
Basically, the shepherd's pie was whatever meat you could get your hands on because it wasn't really a dish for the rich.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right. Pink Ladies and Granny Smiths are what type of fruit?
Apples.
An apple.
Absolutely. A little bit of apple with your Pink Ladies. Okay, what is the main ingredient in hummus?
Chickpeas, also known as garbanzo beans.
Chickpeas.
That's right, Bill. Got that right. Mac, Wade, and Matt got that right. Here's an interesting one. What is the rarest and most expensive spice? Oh, no, not that one. We know that. Saffron. What cheese is traditionally made from the milk of a donkey? Ooh.
Jackass cheese.
Oh, you got that one right, Bill. It's actually P-U-L-E, pool, or poulet. I've never heard of it, but that's a cheese they get from donkey. Never knew that. All right, let's go back to booze. What is the primary ingredient in the alcoholic beverage absinthe? Wow. Look at Wade, the wormwood connoisseur. It is actually the Grand Wormwood. When you say worm and alcohol, I think of mezcal. So, yeah, okay. All right. Um, which country is credited with inventing ice cream? And that would be China. China invented ice cream.
They invented everything.
Yeah, didn't they invent? Yeah, they invented pasta.
That's correct.
And gunpowder.
And printing.
And paper.
And wonton soup.
All right. All right, let's go back to Italian desserts. What is the primary ingredient in the Italian dessert tiramisu?
Finger cookies.
It's called Mascarpone cheese.
Yeah, I think it's made up of more of the cookies. The mascarpone and the coffee and the liqueur is all additives, but wouldn't you say that the finger cookies are really the basis for the whole tiramisu?
Well, the primary ingredient is the mascarpone cheese.
Okay, gotcha.
All right, now what is the name of the Japanese art of preparing and presenting food? You know, there's probably a school course that teaches that in Japan. So it's called moritsuki, Moritsuke. Moritsuki. So, yeah, okay, so that's it for the food portion. I thought it was pretty interesting. And let me see if I can find some more interesting ones here. But I think we should move on to on this day now. It's 9:21 p.m. and I do want to leave time. But we'll do a couple more here. Let me find a couple of interesting ones. What does FIFA stand for in English? Yeah, nowadays it does, Wade. Corruption, he says. All right, what does FIFA stand for in English? And that is the International Federation of Association Football. What? But I think it's French originally, right? Fédération Internationale Football Association. Yeah, okay. All right, so which country has won the most World Cups?
Would that be the Greeks? They're always coming from behind?
With a reach around. No, it's Brazil. Brazil has won the most World Cups. Who was the world's highest paid athlete in 2023, 2 years ago? Anyone?
John Becken.
Oh, it would be the other guy. Cristiano Ronaldo was the highest paid athlete in 2023. Here's something Wade might get right. Where does the Tour de France finish each year?
At the bicycle repair shop.
We'll let the delay catch up to Wade there. So this is the last one. Where does the Tour de France finish each year? Where does it finish? It is actually at le Avenue des Champs-Élysées. So the big arch there, that's Champs-Élysées in Paris, of course. So that's where the race ends. Okay, I got to do one more. This one's funny. What do you call it when a bowler makes 3 strikes in a row? I'm not a bowler, so any bowlers out there? Oh my God. Wade, you got it right. It's called a turkey. when you get 3 strikes in a row. Very good, folks. Thank you so much for playing along. And wow, there's some pretty smart people out there, I must say. All right, one more. What is the national sport of Japan? What's the national sport for Japan? It has something to do with the all-you-can-eat buffet. And the correct answer is sumo wrestling, the national sport of Japan. Thanks for playing along, everyone. Let's see who else is out there would like to check into our net. This is VA3CJZ looking for check-ins. All right, moving right along. I guess we're going to go to On This Day. And I don't have that page up. Imagine that. Give me a moment, please, while I click on my desktop here. And here we are at On This Day 248. Let me bring up the YouTube stream alongside this page here. And where are we? There we go. So we always start with today's famous birthdays, November 12th. And we start with Jeanne Mance. So Jean for you Anglos, and Mance is the last name. She was born on this day in 1606, passed away in 1673. She is a French-Canadian settler who founded the first hospital in North America, and it's called Hôtel Dieu. So God's Hotel in Montreal. So that's the translation. Hotel is hotel, and Dieu is God. Jean was born in Langres, France, but came to Canada. All right. Next, we have DeWitt Wallace, born on this day in 1889. He's an American publisher who founded Reader's Digest. Born in St. Paul, Minnesota, and he died in 1981. He was 98 when he passed away. Born in 1917, Joseph Coors. Paul, PDL, should know this guy. Joseph Coors, an American CEO of the Adolph Coors Company, born in Golden, Colorado, and he passed away in 2003. Jack Ryan was born on this day, 1926. Jack Ryan was an American toy designer, inventor, and engineer at Mattel. He worked on the Barbie doll, Hot Wheels, and Chatty Cathy. He was born in Yonkers, New York, and he passed away in 1991. Grace Kelly was born on this day, 1929. An American actress before becoming the Princess of Monaco. Born in Philadelphia, PA. She passed away in 1982.
Monaco.
I'm French. I'm allowed to say that. Charles Manson was born on this day, 1934. Of course, he was an American criminal, murderer, and cult leader of the Manson family, born in Cincinnati, Ohio. Now, what a lot of people don't know is that the CIA used to be interested in mind control, and they did experiments with acid or LSD. And Charles Manson was actually in that program. So the CIA was feeding LSD to Charles Manson, and it's only come out recently, not that long ago. But he definitely, the CIA and him, they knew each other. All right, who watched professional boxing in the 70s, 80s, and 90s? You might remember the referee, Mills Lane, born on this day, 1937. He was an American boxing referee. He refereed Evander Holyfield versus Mike Tyson in 1997. And he's in the International Boxing Hall of Fame. Good night, Larry. VE3LBI leaving for the night. Thank you for joining us, Larry. And he was also a television personality. He had the Judge Mills Lane show on TV, kind of like Judge Judy and all those people after him had. And he passed away 3 years ago in 2022. Mills Lane. Brian Hyland was born in 1943. He's an American rocker who sang She Wore an Itsy Bitsy Teeny Weeny Yellow Polka Dot Bikini. I don't know if he sang it, but he was on that song. Born in Queens, New York. Sticking with 1943, we've got Errol Brown, a British-Jamaican singer-songwriter with the band Hot Chocolate. You Sexy Thing. Remember that song? One-hit wonder, born in Kingston, Jamaica, and he died in 2015. Neil Young turns 80 years old today. Born in 1945, Neil Young is a Canadian-American singer-songwriter, guitarist, and organ player. He was with Buffalo Springfield, Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, and had a bunch of hits. He was born in Toronto. Neil Young was born in Toronto, Ontario.
Is he not a traveling Woolberry?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Next, born in 1947, Buck Dharma, an American rock guitarist and singer for Blue Oyster Cult. Don't Fear the Reaper, born in Queens, New York. And I had a crush on this girl when I was young. Her name is Nadia Comaneci. She turns 64 years old today, born in 1961. She was a Romanian gymnast. Nadia first became internationally known, winning the European Championship in 1975. She became a worldwide sensation at the 1976 Montreal Olympics at 14 years old, becoming the first gymnast to score a perfect 10. And then doing it 6 more times with a perfect score of 10. She won 3 individual gold medals in Montreal and inspired global popularity in the sport. In 1977 and 79, she was again all-around European champion, and at the 1980 Olympics in Moscow, she scored 2 more perfect 10s and won gold twice more. Nadia Comaneci. Tanya Harding turns 55. Speaking of Olympics, she was born in 1970. She was an American figure skater. And let's see now. Tanya Harding was an American figure skater best known for her controversial involvement in an attack on her rival Nancy Kerrigan, which was carried out by her ex-husband. We used to call it the Tanya Harding stick, which turns out is a police baton that's telescopic. The Tanya Harding stick. You guys remember that? Ziva was born on this day in 1979. That would make her 56, I think. No. Anyways, Cote de Pablo is her name. She's a Chilean-American actress for NCIS. And of course, she was born in Santiago, Chile. Ryan Gosling turns, how old today? 45. He's born in 1980. And Ryan Gosling is a Canadian actor. You might remember him from the movie Barbie and The Notebook. Born in London, Ontario. Ryan Gosling. All right, next we've got Anne Hathaway turning 43. She's a cutie, born in 1982, an American actress. She was in Les Miserables and The Dark Knight Rises and The Princess Diaries, born in New York City. And finally, we have Jorge Masvidal, born in 1984. He's an American mixed martial artist with the UFC, born in Miami, Florida. He had his peak, and now I think he's invested his money in his own fight club that he's promoting. I think, who else? Conor McGregor, I think, has got bare knuckle fighting. Yeah. Anyways, that's it for people born on this day. Do we have any questions, comments, or check-ins for this net? Please come now. All right. After birthdays, we of course have who died on this day. And so let's start off with the year 1742. Friedrich Hoffmann, a German physician and chemist, was the first to investigate carbon monoxide poisoning. And he dies at the age of 82. That's all the way back in 1742. They were looking into carbon monoxide poisoning. Next, we have Percival Lowell. Died in 1916. He's an American astronomer who predicted the discovery of Pluto and founder of the Lowell Observatory in Flagstaff, Arizona. He dies of a stroke at 61. Passing away in 1932, we've got Dugald Clerk. That's Dugald, D-U-G-A-L-D. Dugald Clerk was a Scottish engineer and inventor who invented the first two-stroke motorcycle engine. He was 78 when he died in 1932. Next, we've got William Holden, passing away in 1981, an American actor. He was in many, many movies. Most famous ones was Sunset Boulevard and The Bridge Over the River Kwai. He slips on a rug and bleeds to death at the age of 63. Wow. I wonder if he had what do they call that? Hemophilia? When you bleed.
William Holden liked the bottle quite a bit. He was intoxicated. I remember they found a high blood alcohol content in his blood in the autopsy.
Oh, no doubt. A lot of those were, and some of them still are today. Movie actors, musicians, yeah, they all fall into that. Thanks for that, Bill. And that would thin out your blood, too, all that alcohol. All right, next we've got Eve Arden, passing away in 1990. Now, that should sound familiar. Her real name is Eunice Quiddins. Okay. She's an American stage and screen actress. She was in Our Miss Brooks and the movie Grease. Dies at the age of 82. I know you'll like this one, Bill. Penny Singleton passed away in 2003. She's an American actress and voice actress. For TV, she was in this TV series Blondie. You guys remember that cartoon on Saturday mornings, Blondie with Dagwood? Well, there was a TV series. I'll tell you more about it. And she was also the voice of Jane Jetson. She was 95 when she died in 2003. A little bit more now on Blondie. Blondie is the first of 2 television series based on the comic strip by Chick Young. The show first aired on January 4th, 1957 on NBC and ran for 1 season. Stay-at-home mom, Blondie takes care of the Bumstead children while her husband Dagwood deals with his friendly nemesis Herb Woodley and nosy autocratic boss Mr. Dithers at work. John Mitch Mitchell died in 2008. He was a British drummer for the Jimi Hendrix Experience. And he was 62 when he died back in 2008. Next, we've got Willis Whitfield, dying in 2012. He was an American physicist and inventor of the clean room. He dies at the age of 92. Now I had to research that one a little bit more as well. And the inventor of the modern clean room is American physicist Willis Whitfield, who developed the laminar flow clean room at Sandia National Laboratories in 1960. His design featured a constant filtered airflow to flush out impurities. A significant improvement over earlier methods, Whitfield's invention revolutionized industries like microelectronics and pharmaceuticals, and also made operating rooms safer. Yeah, who knew if you filtered all the crap out of the air, you'd have a clean room? And finally, I have to end off with Stan Lee. Born in 1922, he died in 2018. He's an American comic book artist, writer, and creative leader of Marvel Multimedia Corporation, with movies like The Avengers, Spider-Man, The Incredible Hulk, and he was 95. And he was also in every single one of those movies as a cameo, up until 2018, of course. He always had a funny line to give. You guys remember Stan Lee? All right, that's it. We move on to Today in History, but before I do that, do we have any last-minute check-ins for tonight's net? Please come now.
V3IUK comment.
V3IUK, go ahead.
You're mentioning Stan Lee having cameo appearances in his movies. That's like Alfred Hitchcock, I believe, did that as well. He'd either have himself in the movie or a picture of himself on a wall. Another one that did that was Stephen King.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Bill. They sure did. All right, so let's move on to today in history. 1799, Andrew Ellicott makes the first known record of a meteor shower observation in the United States from a ship off the coast of Florida Keys. 1799, the very first meteor shower was observed in the U.S. In 1847, on this day, Sir James Young Simpson, a British physician, is the first to use chloroform as an anesthetic. That's in 1847. In 1859 now, Jules Liotard performs the first flying trapeze circus act in Paris. He also designs the garment that bears his name, leotard. In 1909, politician William Lyon Mackenzie King takes his seat in the House of Commons as Canada's first Minister of Labour, back in 1909. In 1926, the first recorded aerial bombing on U.S. soil took place in Williamson County, Illinois, during a feud between rival liquor gangs, the Sheltons and the Bergers. The first recorded aerial bombing on U.S. soil was from two bootlegger gangs. Oh, that's funny. All right. Excuse me. In 1931, we have the Maple Leaf Gardens opens in Toronto. The Chicago Blackhawks beat the Leafs 2-1.
It was a rebuilding year.
Yeah. Have you ever been to Maple Leaf Gardens?
I have indeed. Yes. Yeah. There used to be a day when in business where handing out sports tickets was a usual thing for suppliers, and sometimes lowly employees like myself got to take advantage of seeing things like that.
Ah, okay. Very good. The last time I was there was to watch a WWF match, and I had seats that were 3 rows behind ringside. Man, well, it's nice being up close for that stuff. Anyways, thanks for that, Mac.
V3IUK.
VE3IUK.
Fondest memory of Maple Leaf Gardens, seeing Jimmy Buffett and Eagles on the same ticket back in 1977.
Oh, yeah, very good, very good. I'm still sad I was never able to see Pink Floyd in 1975 here in Hamilton. The concert was so crazy that the city banned outdoor concerts for 30 years after.
A city with no vision.
Yeah, I guess the residents around Iverwind Stadium were not happy at all. But hey, what do you expect, right? It's Pink Floyd.
I heard the concert from the mountain brow.
Didn't have to leave your home. Very good. All right, carrying on. In 1948, we have the first mobile Betatron, which is a particle accelerator. And it begins operations at the U.S. Naval Ordnance Laboratory, White Oak, Maryland. Excuse me, this is back in 1948. And in 1953, U.S. District Judge Grimm rules the NFL can black out TV home games. 1956, we have the largest observed iceberg at 208 miles by 60 miles, being first sighted. Going back to wrestling, in 1965 on this day, Mad Dog Vachon beats Crusher in Denver to become the NWA champ. I grew up watching the Vachon brothers, probably in the 60s, when they were at their peak, especially Mad Dog. My dad was telling me that back in the day, it was crazy going to a wrestling match. People would throw those metal chairs. It was all metal chairs, eh? And people would throw them. He said people would throw nails into the ring and try to hit the wrestlers. It was crazy.
Is it not wrestling broadcast out of Hamilton? Maybe somebody that's grew up in the city could tell me. Because I remember as a kid watching wrestling, and I'm sure it came from CH in Hamilton.
You might be thinking of Maple Leaf Wrestling.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Yeah, well, I wasn't in Hamilton at the time, but I think that's what it was called. But it was black and white back in my day.
Yeah, because there were guys like Sweet Daddy, CD, Siki, Boba Bazil, Lord Athlete, and the Sheik, the Beast, guys like that.
Yeah. Edouard Carpentier, Don Leo Jonathan, a whole whack of them. Yep, very good. All right, let's continue on. In 1974, a salmon is discovered in the River Thames, England, for the first time since 1833. That's 140 years. First time they saw a salmon. That river is so filthy, no fish can live there. In 1980, New York City Mayor Ed Koch admits to trying marijuana. I don't know if he inhaled, but who here remembers Ed Koch? He was quite popular. In 1984, the Space Shuttle astronauts snared a satellite, which was the first space salvage. Now, you got to ask yourself, how important was the information on that satellite to attempt to retrieve it out in space? This is back in 1984, mind you. So I think they had trouble downloading the information, and so they had to go and physically get that satellite. I'll guarantee you it was national security stuff. All right, in 1988, we have the first commercial bungee jumping company begins operating near Queenstown, New Zealand. So bungee jumping started commercially in 1988. No thanks. On this day, 1990, the World Wide Web is first proposed by CERN computer scientists Tim Berners-Lee and Robert Caillot. 1995, Dan Marino breaks Fran Tarkenton's NFL all-time passing yardage mark of 47,003 yards. Wow, that's a lot. In 2003, the Shanghai Transrapid Company sets a new world record for commercial railway systems with a speed of, get this, 500 kilometers an hour, or for Larry, 311 miles per hour. Yeah, I tell you, the Japanese, they lead the bullet train. They're the leaders in that field. All right, in 2016, Jackie Chan is awarded an honorary Oscar for his film achievements at the 8th Annual Governor's Awards ceremony. Way to go. He deserves it. That guy's probably made about 100 movies. All right, in 2019, Disney launches its film and television streaming service, Disney Plus. Oh, it's only been 6 years, eh? Wow. All right, and still in 2019, former Houston Astros Major League Baseball pitcher Mike Fears reveals team secretly stole signs via camera from visiting teams from 2015 and 17, and the comms between opposing pitchers and catchers was intercepted and relayed to Astro batters. Now, I just recently noticed that the pitchers were actually wearing earpieces because you could see them putting their gloves over their ears so they could hear over the crowd noise what his instructions are from whoever, one of the coaches, to throw certain pitches. I didn't know that. Well, there you have it. All right, and finally, we have in 2023 an unprecedented heat wave in Brazil affects more than 3,000 towns, with Rio de Janeiro reaching 42.5 Celsius, and with very high humidity makes it feel like 58.5 Celsius. And that's hot. I know we had some scorchers here as well. We've broken many records. All right, well, that's it for On This Day. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did researching it and telling it back to you folks. And so with that, do we have any last-minute check-ins before I start the 7-3 round? Any questions or comments or check-ins? Please come now. All right, let's go to the top of my list and start the 7-3 round, and that would be Paul. He's been pretty quiet, so I don't know. VE3 Papa Delta Lima. VE3 IUK.
Yep, thanks a lot for doing it, Chuck. Always informative and gives us information that we can impress people with at the next party we're at. So thanks a lot for doing it, and good evening to everybody.
All right, Bill, and thanks for participating as always, and you too have a great rest of the evening. We'll probably talk to you soon. Oh, before, yeah, okay, now I remember. I got it. Let's move on. Thanks, Bill. Next is Mac, VA3IMW.
All good over here, Chuck. Thanks for doing a wonderful job with this net. Always good to spend a Wednesday evening with like-minded individuals and a little bit of kibitzing about never hurt anyone. Anyways, looking forward to hearing from everybody tomorrow night on the Lake Ontario Radio Club Net Thursday edition in simplex 446125 at 7 p.m. And that's all for me. Thanks again.
All right, Mac. See, I got it done before 10 o'clock, so you can go pumpkin time. Thanks a lot, Mac. Glad you enjoyed it. And look forward to checking in with you tomorrow at 7 p.m. Next, let's go to Debbie, see if she's still awake. Victor Alpha 3, obey your leader. All right, let's, let's bring in Wade. VA3, November, Charlie Alpha. Wade.
VA3 CJZ, VA3 NCAR. Good evening, good night, Chuck, and 7-3 to you and to everybody on net. Thanks again for another fine episode of AREG Weekly, and look forward to the next one, and I'll catch you through the week. VA3 NCA, back to you, 7-3 all.
All right, Wade. Thank you, and take care. No short week. You got to go to work Friday. Thanks, Wade. We'll talk to you soon. Next, let's bring in Bill, if he's still there. Victor Echo 3, Bravo November Whiskey.
VE3 BMW. Yeah, I'm still here. Just actually got back in the shack again. Got my little guy back, got to bed, and he's off to slumberland, so I get him back down to just make sure I got checked in before it was all over. Anyway, back to you there. Nothing else to add. VE3 BMW.
Okay, Bill, very good. Perfect timing, perfect. All right, well, I'm glad you enjoyed yourself and got to spend time with the little one there. That's always a blessing. So take care, my friend. We'll talk to you again soon. So we'll clear with VE3 BMW. And let's see if Mark is available. Victor Alpha 3, Mike Hotel Victor.
Yes, indeedy. Still listening along, Chuck. Thank you for doing it. I particularly enjoyed the trivia tonight, so it's always enjoyable, and we appreciate the work and the research that you put into it, my friend. We'll be listening along and tuning in again next week. I'll turn it back to you. Thanks for doing it once again, Chuck. Victor Alpha 3, Mike Hotel Victor.
All right, Mark, thank you so much for joining me again, and it's always a pleasure. Take care. Have a great rest of the week, my friend. Next, let's see if Matt is around. VE3 Sierra Mike November.
You bet I am. Thanks for another great net, Chuck. That was very entertaining as usual, and some good laughs and all that good stuff. I enjoy it every time. 7-3 to everyone on net. Have a good night, Chuck. Thanks for doing what you do, and we'll catch you on the next one.
And thank you, Matt. Take care and take it easy at work. 2 more sleeps to go. All right, let's bring in Rick, VE3 Bravo Kilowatt.
Yeah, 73 to everybody on frequency, and another interesting net there. Chuck, thanks for being there.
All right, Rick. I don't know how the band conditions will be on 40 meters, but I know you and I don't have much trouble talking, so I'll check in tomorrow at 3 p.m. for the Trans-Provincial Net on 7.100 at 3 p.m. there, Rick. So at least you'll get one check-in.
Yeah, Roger on that. yeah, well, hey, Monday night, the band conditions were bad, but we had good drag through anyway, so there's quite a few people on locally.
Oh, yeah, there usually is. So anyways, thanks for sticking around, Rick. And, I forgot to mention Art checked in last week, and you did not. So just thought I'd let you know that Art did check in last week.
Oh, yeah, I keep missing them. Oh, well. Okay, yeah, and it's become a challenge as to what time of day to phone him, because sometimes he's sleeping in the afternoon or whatever, too. So, anyway, that's the way it goes.
Yep. That's the way it goes. That's, like I said, my old man nap is usually in mid-afternoon before dinner. So, and then I feel sleepy after I eat, so you can't win. Okay, Rick, look forward to checking in with you. Thanks for being part of our net. And that will wrap things up because everyone else is either checked in on YouTube only or they're in and out. We had Albert from Barrie. Take care, Albert. Stay warm. Kilo Mike Quebec. Mike. Larry left us, LBI. And Damien was portable. Charlie Oscar Foxtrot. I'd like to thank everyone who joined me tonight for another edition of the AREG Net. And I look forward to doing it again all over next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Until then, be safe and be kind to one another. This is VA3CJZ saying so long for now. 7-3.